Hi guys and welcome. Today I'm going to show you my way to camo paint magazines. Whether you use steel magazines or polymer magazines, it's mostly the same with a little bit differences, but we'll walk through it. I'll show you 3 different techniques and the suppliers that's needed to do them. So yeah, we're going to do a nice AK magazine. It's a bit shiny, so let's camo it. Good old polymer Galil or R4 LM4 magazine and polymer PMag. Supplies you will need to do this: something like a Scotch-Brite pad to roughen up the surface. You're obviously going to need your camouflage spray paint in different colors. I'm using Krylon because that's what we have at the moment. You're going to need some kind of degreaser and cleaner. Acetone works good to degrease. Brake cleaner works good. Use it in a well ventilated area. Oops. You're also going to need primer and something to get some textures and camo patterns with. Leaves work great, fishnets, stuff like that, and paper towels. So yeah, let's start. So as with any paint project, the surface prep is your most important part. The preparation determines how well the paint will stick and how long the finish will last. So firstly, we're going to start by stripping the magazines. I'm not going to paint the followers and the springs, so that I'm going to put one side. Same goes with the AK magazine. I'm going to keep the floor plate. I'm not going to paint the follower or the base plate or the spring. And then the Galil mag, which is a little bit more challenging to take apart. There we go. So the first thing we're going to do is make it pretty clean, but we'll give them a proper cleaning, especially on the outside. While you're busy, you might as well clean the inside. And then what we're going to do is to scuff the surface up a little bit, and then once you're done, you clean it again. So specifically with the metal magazines, it's important to get it scuffed up, especially with the shiny paint. You want to give the new paint something to grab onto. So first I'll just degrease it a bit. It looks clean, but nope. So there, you can see it's nice and shiny. So what we want to get your Scotch-Brite pad and basically give it a once over. You'll see you get like a matte finish. That's what we want. So you'll flatten the whole magazine, get the shine away, and once that's done, we're going to degrease it and clean it again. So when you're done, you want to have something similar to this. The whole thing must have a fairly bit of matte texture to it. Fold the little Scotch-Brite pad to get into the little nooks and crannies and see if you can use all the little spaces you can. The more time you spend here to get a decent surface prep, the better your results will be long term. Alright, so that's happy with that. Remember to do the same to the outside of the base plate. Yeah, I think that's good. We are not going to do it with the plastic mags. We'll show you a different approach there. So once we've done and scuffed it up nicely on the metal mag, then it's time for your degreaser or your acetone Now you want to try and remove any oils or dust, anything left over from scratching it off, anything left over from your fingerprints. We have natural oils in our fingers and hands and skin, and that can end up ruining a paint job. Look, it's camouflage. We're not going for a perfect result here, but while we're busy, might as well do it good. Right, that's been cleaned off. The vapor will flash off. Same with the floor plate. While we're busy, let's give these mags a quick clean. Being plastic, you don't want to dwell too long with acetone on them, it might dissolve. Just give it a wipe. So I'm going to take off all the excess oils and fats and stuff, because when you use oils on firearms, and they inevitably get into everything. So there's the P-mags, just lightly come over with a acetone cloth. Remember to do the base plates. Alright, cool. So, on to the next step. So yeah, this you can't shake enough, so give it a proper shaky. Gets all the paint mixed up inside, so give that a good old shaking. And while you're busy with that, make a bit of a droewors or a coffee. What I'm going to do here, I'm not going to primer the R4 mag. The reason is, I think it will look nice if it starts flaking a bit with use, and I want to go for a nice finish on the P-mag. So this I will prime and then paint as well. So we're going to do both methods and see long term which one lasts longest. Alright, this seems proper shit. Test out. So we're going to give a couple of thin coats and then wait it to dry properly, and then go for the next treatment. White P-mag looks pretty cool though. I think that'll be more than great. Cool. So now we're going to have this cure and harden. We'll be back. Right, so while the white primer is busy drying on the P-mag, I'm going to start playing with these two. The steel mag has been scuffed up and the R4 mag just degreased properly. So now, to layer your paints, you need to think a bit in advance. If you want a green leaf pattern on a mag, by introducing a leaf to it, you can't spray green over it, you're going to get the negative picture. So if you want the leaf to be green, it means the layer of paint that needs to go onto the mag first needs to be green. So depending on the colors and patterns, you can then layer your pattern as you like. We're going to start with the green, give it a few coats. Remember, as always, shake it up. Shake it up. Give it a little test squirt. There we go, green. Then go to town. Nice, even, thin layers. You don't want to drown the item in paint or cause any runs. So give it nice. Might as well just do 2 or 3 coats instead of one that runs, you know. Right, so that's green done. I'm going to give that a bit of time to dry. You'll see how nice and shiny it is. But being the Krylon ultra flat, we'll see when we come back how much the paint has gone to a matte color. It loses its sheen.
A few moments later.
Right, means so we're back. You can see the mags aren't shiny anymore. They're nice and matte finish, which you want. I'm going to go ahead and do the other sides, and then I'm going to give this dude its first coat of green as well, as the primer is now nice and dry as well. So remember, shake the blicky. The more you shake it, the better the paint comes out. Alright, so then we've got a second coat, or reverse coat of the back side. Oh, fucking wrong color. Ah! Cut! Yeah, oops. That had a bit of a oops with the primer there, but it doesn't matter. We're going to continue. I'm going to leave all these mags on the other side with the green paint. Remember back when we can get green Magpul P mags? That was nice. I haven't seen any of those in a while. I had one, I gave it away. By a slim. Ooh. Man, this green looks good on its own. So maybe I'll cut it short and say how to make your magazines OD green. Anyway, I'm going to have these dry a little bit and see you shortly. Right, so when all of that is clear, dry, fork. Right, so when all that is dry, I'm going to move on to the next step. So I'm going to do two distinct different types of camo. I'm going to do a geometric pattern similar to the Swedish M90 camo, sharp lines, blocky camo. I'm going to do something more inspired by nature, leaves and stuff on there. And this one we're going to do a bit more freehand, blotchy, more like field camo. So I'm going to start putting these aside. I'm going to start with masking. Hell, that's going to be the fun bit. So that you can really let your artistic juices flow, and how you put it together, how you build your pattern going forward. Pro tip: if you partake of the Droevors variety, it's good habit to degrease or wash your hands every time after you've had it, because the oils and fats from there will transfer into your job, and that might lead to undesirable results. So let's get the masking tape. Right, so let's start the masking. So what I intend to do is just get normal masking tape and do little geometric shapes on the mag, and then give it a good spray. Remember, everything covered by the masking tape will be green, and whatever color we apply on top of it will show on the parts not covered by the masking tape. Make sure to get it on into little grooves. We're going to do this, apply one color, go to the next one, etc. So that's my first mask, and I'm going to do one just kind of in the middle. Now you can do the same thing if you want a very precise camo pattern. You can take masking tape and put it on a, I use a dinner tray or something, and cut out your camo shapes. Cut out the camo shapes you want on there, pull it off, and apply it to the magazine. If you want nice crisp camo lines, you'll do it in the same way. So what we've done now, everything covered by the masking tape will remain green. Now let's do a little bit of green on the base plate as well. Little blob at the bottom, I guess. There we go. So everything covered by the masking tape will stay green, and what's left over will become the new color. So I'm going to go for my second color. I'm going to go light. I'm going to go with the khaki. So also shake it up nicely. And apply. Alright, happy with that. See inside there, that's a result of contaminants in the little groove. I think it was my dry biltong fingers. As I pressed down the tape, I spread oil in there, but that we can fix a bit later. So now happy with the coverage. A little bit to the bottom. Now I can let this dry, and we can hit the next one. Alright, so the PMag, I said we're going to do a bit of a more natural look. So we're going to plump it down. Again with a tan. That's where the ferns come in between two ferns. So then basically the same thing applies. Everything not covered by the leaves will become brown. Everything behind it will be green. So that'll give you a green effect. So really get that kind of mission going. That looks pretty cool. And so forth. You get the idea. On the other side. And again, you can be creative. You can use any kind of leaf. Some people use their wives or girlfriends' stockings, and that gives a nice little natural effect. Cool. Set it aside to let it dry. Right, the AK Mag. So it's nice. Here I'm going to give it quite a bit of a hand textured paint. So I can give it a couple of colors and then we can go with the brown. And then you can apply as much detail, whatever you want. You can also use a combination of just hand freestyling it or using stencils or masking tape. It's all valid. At the end of the day, it's your mag. It's camo, it's supposed to be disruptive. Now for a bit of brown. The tan and the green is dry enough. Take a fresh leaf maybe. So that's more or less the idea then. Cool. Can set it off to dry. Alright, and AK Mag, again, natural lines. That's all I want here. So we have a bit of a 3-color job going there. Yeah, cool. Next mag for the shave. Right, so there is the R4 mag with the tape removed. I quite like that look. Nice sharp lines. Now we're going to mask again where we want the brown paint. This time I just want to give it a little bit of thinnish lines. I'm going to try something there. That's going to look cool. Just remember, everywhere we don't put tape will become brown. And again, there's no right or wrong. Just play around and see what works for you, what feels good. Create shapes. You may have fun. Okay. Yeah, right, let's see what happens. Cool. Now we're gonna let this dry. See you real soon. Right, and there we have a finished product. The AK Mag, I did freestyle, came out very cool, I think. This is the P Mag with the fern pattern overlay. Looks pretty cool, natural, I think. And also the geometry pattern, I love that. Pretty nifty. I think they came out cool. Doesn't take a lot of time and just shows you your creativity. You can do anything. Just to show you something else, this is what I did with brush and paint not too long ago in Rhodesian camo pattern, the famous baby poop. So yeah, at the end of the day, anyone can do it. Get the right materials, get the right paint, and have fun. Express yourself. Because if you don't camo your gun, nobody will remember your name. This is Sly signing out, and thank you for watching.